One thing we often like to make in our keto household is coleslaw. Traditional coleslaw often contains sugar and can be very sweet, but it's very easy to make a keto-friendly version of coleslaw. I have a nice basic recipe that's great for mixing things up and changing it around depending on what you're having with it. What you need for this is a pound of coleslaw. So this is about half a kilo. And coleslaw is just green cabbage, carrots, and red cabbage, or you can just use cabbage. I'm going the easy route here and using a pre-cut mix, but you can definitely just shred your own cabbage. Just use the cabbage, use the mix, or whatever, it's up to you. For the basic of this, for the 1 pound, I would use half a cup of sour cream and about 1/4 cup of mayo. Make sure you use a really good quality mayo. I really like this one, which is made with avocado oil. But the main thing you want to make sure it does not have any added sugar in it. For a basic coleslaw that would go with anything really, I'll add usually a tablespoon of Dijon, a couple splashes of some kind of hot sauce, and salt and pepper, and that's it. But there's so many options you can do. For instance, you can add sriracha, some sambal, chili paste. You can even chop up some olives. Today I'm going to be grilling some Mexican flavored skirt steak, so I am going to add a little tiny bit of lime juice, some hot jalapeno slices that I'm going to chop, and I'm also going to add a little bit of cilantro and scallions, salt and pepper. I might add a little bit of chili, some cumin, whatever seems to come to mind at the time. But this is very basic, so all you need is a pound of coleslaw, half a cup of sour cream, 1/4 cup of mayo, salt, pepper, and then you can pretty much decide the flavors on your own, depending on what you're cooking. Add half a cup of sour cream to your bowl, then add 1/4 cup of mayo, then add black pepper and salt. I find it pretty important to add salt because the tanginess and the sourness of the sour cream really requires a little bit of salt in there. After you add the salt and pepper, this is where you can really change the flavors. So if you want to go with a regular flavored coleslaw, do about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and a few splashes of hot sauce is usually a good idea too. Since I'm making a Mexican themed dinner, I'm adding a 1/4 cup of diced canned jalapeno slices. Then I'm adding about 2 stalks of chopped green onion. Then I add about a handful of chopped fresh cilantro. And I'm going to add a light dusting of cumin powder and also a small sprinkle of chili powder. And remember now, this is a very versatile recipe. You can mix and match and come up with whatever flavors that fits whatever you're cooking. So this coleslaw can really become whatever you need it to become. You can make it as plain as you want, or you can make it as complicated as you want. It's up to you. Then after you wash and drain your coleslaw mix, add it to a bowl and thoroughly combine everything together. After everything is mixed well together, you can do a little taste test to see if you need any more black pepper or salt. And I'm going to add a little tiny bit of lime. You don't want to do too much because the sour cream in itself is quite sour. When I have the flavor profile how I like it, I'm going to put a lid on this, or a plastic if you don't have a lid. And I'm going to leave it in the fridge for at least 20 minutes to a half hour so the flavors can really develop. Our coleslaw is now set for about 25 minutes. Flavors are nice and developed. So now we can go ahead and add it to our plate of protein and fat that we have here. I just made a very simple skirt steak with Mexican flavors by marinating it in some avocado oil, lime juice, cumin, dried cilantro, salt and pepper, and chili pepper. And then I just added half an avocado for extra fat. And here's our final dish, all ready to eat. Hope you like it.